15 years old, and the only jobs I've ever had are babysitting, house sitting, etc. Pretty easy tasks. When my father was my age, he worked in an aluminum foundry and a graveyard. Sometimes in the foundry, there would be accidents, and if you didn't duck fast enough, you'd get hit by a piece of metal flying out of the machine. Let's just say you wouldn't be walking that one off. And that was a pretty often occurrence. Luckily, my dad was a fast ducker. Even working in the graveyard could be dangerous. A friend of my father who worked with him was one day mowing the lawn, and he accidentally went over a piece of wire from one of the baskets of flowers. That ended up getting embedded in his leg. Ouch. I asked my dad if it was sad working in the graveyard, being surrounded by death all day, and he said no. He would tell me stories about the old women that would come and visit their husbands' graves, and how they were always thankful that he took such great care of their final resting places. To my dad, seeing the smiling faces of people who came to visit their loved ones was one of the best rewards he could ever ask for. Hearing my dad's stories about working hard made me think, wow, I'm lazy. Compared to his childhood, I had it easy. He grew up out in the country, going to a rural school, and working his way to get enough money to go to college. So far, I've had it pretty good. Preschool through half of 5th grade, I did live out in the country and went to a rural school that had 30 plus kids to a classroom, but still a bit better than what he had. We eventually moved out of rural Virginia and into the suburbs of Upper Arlington. And now I go to one of the best public schools in Ohio. I wouldn't have any of this if it wasn't for him working hard and risking his life in those dangerous situations. I love hearing the stories of when he's growing up. Not only are they entertaining, but they teach me important lessons. You might roll your eyes when you hear the old, "when I was a boy" speech. But then again, if you were to listen to what they were saying and really think about it, it might give you a different perspective on your own life. I believe listening to the stories parents and grandparents tell you of them growing up helps you get a better grasp on reality. They teach us to love what we have and not just think about what we don't have. This I believe.